Hello students, we are starting with our first chapter, that is human reproduction. Before going to detail about this human reproduction, we should know the different processes involved over here. We need to understand some basic things about the human reproduction. As we know, or earlier we have discussed that humans are unisexual organisms and they show sexual dimorphism. The word unisexual we have already discussed earlier, that is unisexual means each organism is going to possess only one sex. The sexual dimorphism means the male and females looks different from each other because of their sex organs and the sex hormones which are released by the sex organs. The change in their appearance due to having different external genitalia, they are different from each other in physical or in external genitalia. सेमाने देखिबाकू निज ठारू अलगा अलगा. This change appears due to having the external genitalia or at the time of puberty, the secondary sex characters developed. So, one individual would have only one sex organ, either male or female, and they exhibit the sexual dimorphism. That means they physically totally different from each other. And the main reason of this dimorphism is in their different appearance, different sex organs or sex related things. Now we are talk of this sexual reproduction in human. We need to understand what are the phases involved within this. So we have to talk about the different phases of human reproduction. The first phase is gametogenesis. Second phase is insemination. Third one is fertilization. The fourth is cleavage. Fifth is implantation. Sixth one is your placentation, then gastrulation, organogenesis and parturition. With all these phases, starting from gametogenesis up to the parturition, I would like to explain the sexual reproduction in human being. The first phase, that is gametogenesis. Gametogenesis is the formation of gametes or the process of formation of male and female gametes. As we are talking about the sexual reproduction involves the two parents, or it is biparental. There must be one male and female organism. So there must be the gamete formation, fusion of gametes to produce the zygote. All these things are going to happen. So gametogenesis is the formation of gametes. This formation of gametes is again of two types, that is number one, that is spermatogenesis, and this oogenesis. It is of two types depending upon the formation of gametes where or in which individual it is going to take place. If it is take place in case of male, then it is spermatogenesis, and when it takes place in case of female individual, it is oogenesis. The formation of sperm is done by the spermatogenesis and ovum is produced by the process of oogenesis. So combined process of oogenesis and spermatogenesis, we called it as gametogenesis. The next step is the Insemination is the further stage, next stage after the gametogenesis, that is the process of transfer of male gamete. Male gamete means the sperm, the process of transfer of sperm into the female reproductive tract or female genital tract. It is the transformation of sperm or the male gamete into the female body in basic words. Next, in the third step, that is fertilization. Fertilization means the fusion of male and female gamete to produce the diploid zygote. As we already have discussed in our previous classes in college, that is, after the formation of sperm and ovum, they undergo fusion process that is called fertilization, where the haploid cells, haploid gametes, going to produce the diploid zygote. If there is the n number of chromosome or half number of chromosomes, so we have already discussed, that is, the gametes are of haploid, that means they carry the half number of chromosome within itself. So here, after the fusion of male and female gamete, the zygote is formed, that is a fusion of two haploid cells, fusion of two haploid cells to produce the diploid zygote over here. That is the total process of fertilization, and the fertilization results the formation of zygote. Now come to the next phase, that is cleavage. Cleavage is normally known as division stage, or it is the division after the formation of the zygote. The zygote divides to form the different stages of embryonic development, that is morula, blastula and so on. After the fertilization process, the zygote undergoes several stages of division, and this division process is called the cleavage. So formation of blastula is one of the most important process, that is called blastulation. After that, the next phase is implantation. Implantation is mean the fixing or the attachment of that structure which are coming out from the oviduct, which is come in contact with the uterus or the uterine tissue for further development or embryonic development. Here, for the further development, the dividing cells, after the zygote formation, the dividing cell or the blastula is coming in contact with the uterine tissue for the further development. Now come to the next step, that is placentation. Placentation, by this time, the structure which is going to attach with the uterine tissue, it makes intimate contact with the uterine tissue. That proper connection is called the placenta, and the process is called placentation. Then the next step is your gastrulation. Gastrulation means the formation of three germ layer after the attachment of the this blastula with the uterine tissue. It undergoes further process, that is the formation of three germ layer, and these germs layer are ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. All these three germs layer are going to produce all the different type of tissue of the human body. Then the next step is organogenesis. Organogenesis simply means the formation of different organs of our body from the three germ layers. That involves embryonic development and differentiation. Next, the last one is parturition. It is expelling of fully formed. Next, the next step is parturition. Parturition is nothing, the expelling of the fully formed fetus from the female body. Now, when the complete embryonic development takes place, then fully formed embryo is expelled out from the female body. That is called parturition. That is the expelling of fully formed fetus from the female body is called parturition. In case of human beings, there is a term is used that is called gestation. Gestation or the gestation period. This gestation period involves the time period from the fertilization up to the parturition. First, the complete period from the fertilization till to the parturition, including your embryonic development, that is called gestation or the gestation period. In case of human beings, the gestation period is about or approximately 280 days or 9 months. So in all these phases, the sexual reproductive cycle is completed. It starts with gametogenesis and ends in parturition. But we are not going to start with gametogenesis to understand, because to understand all this process, we need to first talk about the phases where all these phases are going to taking place. That means we have to understand the male and female reproductive system first. Then only we are able to understand the different phases where they are going to taking place. So next we are going to start with the male and female reproductive system. Thank you.